Now, this traditional classification scheme has now been changed due to increasing, as I told you in the very beginning, there's so much focus on gender identity, and it may not be so prevalent in our country, but if you write RCOG or other international exams, you find there's a separate, I mean, there's in the OSCEs and MRCs, there's a separate station on dealing with these kind of problems with gender identity. So there's increased awareness, the ethical issues, patient advocacy, legal rights of people, human rights issues. So there's a lot of change, and hence we don't follow this basic classification. Now we follow a more complex classification. Don't get scared seeing this classification. It's actually quite simple to understand. How has the classification been made? Look at the top. It's based on the genetic sex. So you have 46XX. Okay. That means those individuals whose genotype is 46XX. Then you have 46XY DSD, that is those whose genotype is 46XY. And then you have all the other sex chromosome, which is not 46XX or XY, like Turner syndrome, like Klinefelter's, like mosaicisms, है ना? Or ovotesticular DST. So you have a person who has both gonads and is a mosaic, 46XY and XY, दोनों karyotype आता है. So these are, of course, not very common, but these are very common, Turner's and Klinefelter's. So we have all those disorders which come under 46XX, all the disorders which come under 46XY, and then all the remaining ones. Today, we're going to be discussing this category. And in the next class, we're going to be discussing this category. Okay, so that's how I've divided. Now, there's so many disorders in each group. You may think that all are important. All are not important, but I will be still covering 90% of these and you will know if I just spend very little time, वो important नहीं है. If I spend a lot of time, like I will be spending a lot of time on the ones I'm circling, and then these you'd automatically know that these are important. So gonadal dysgenesis is important. And gonadal dysgenesis comes in all three categories. Then you have congenital adrenal hyperplasia. Okay, then you have MRKH syndrome, which are important. In 46XY, we have Swyer syndrome. Again, gonadal dysgenesis is important. Then 5 alpha reductase, 17 alpha hydroxylase are important. Complete AIS is important. And of course, these two are important. So you know, and you would be reading also that you at least coming across these terminologies more frequently than the others.